Welcome, my fellow tailgate legends, to this Victory Monday. Packers got to win. Kaiser Soze shit the bed, still got to win. This was as fun of an NFL Week 1 as I have ever seen. Players going nuts. Players that some people have never heard of going crazy. I'm ready to rock and roll. Got a great video today. We're going to run through last week in our league, who got some wins, who got losses. I'm going to do a segment that I like to call Week 1 overreactions, and these are just predictions that I have for the rest of the year based off of what has just happened in Week 1, and then I'm going to do my predictions for next week. So let's start her off. We're going to start her off with the Greasers versus me, Kaiser Soze. So if you watched my last video, you would have known that I thought that these were the two best teams, and it turns out we were the fifth highest scoring and sixth highest scoring. So right, middle of the road. Middle of the road this week. I don't think it'll be like that every week, but who knows? I put up 120. Mike and Mike, they put up 115. 115 obviously is not going to get it done. Most weeks, 120 isn't even going to get it done. Obviously, Joe Mixon and Mike Evans, fucking 5 total points combined. Not good enough. Vance McDonald, 6 points for me in my starting lineup. I have Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews on my bench. Obviously, Mark Andrews is going to be the play. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to fucking start Mark Andrews next week, and Vance McDonald is going to blow up. And I already know what's coming. It's going to be week to week. I'm just not going to get it right. Fuck it. On the other side, we got the Greasers, Devontae Freeman, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill got hurt, which is what saved my week, because obviously if he stays healthy, he's going to score a lot more points. On the other hand, Joe Mixon also got hurt, so... but yeah, so obviously just not good enough. Carson Wentz and DeAndre Hopkins went nuts for him. Le'Veon Bell had a good week. Other than that, nobody really did shit. Russ, Cooper, Zeke for me. And then the Jets defense, that was the biggest difference maker. 24 points to his 2 points from the Browns defense. The Browns looked like shit. But that'll happen. So next matchup, we're going to go Cheeseheads with Attitude. Landon against Ricky 2000. Bow, 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 bow. Fucking high score. I texted you this morning, and yeah, I think it's like maybe the second or third time ever that you've gotten a high score. Like I said, though, in my last video, I liked your running backs. And I liked Deshaun Watson, and man, they fucking showed up in week 1. Landon, you put up 132. That's not even that bad. Larry Fitzgerald, Deshaun Jackson, Matt Ryan did okay. But you put up 132. Like, you would have beat 7 teams this week, something like that. But you ran into a buzzsaw. Ricky 2000, Deshaun Watson, Chris Carson, Mark Ingram, Josh Jacobs, Sammy Watkins on the bench, still put up 193. You put Sammy Watkins in your lineup, and that's an extra like 30 points. You're going to put up like 220-some points. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, man, you were rolling. You were just fucking rolling. So we'll see if you can continue it. Then we're going to go to Weiler against Burns. Burns, 140. Again, though, you went up against the second highest scoring team in Weiler. Weiler, Lamar Jackson on your bench, still got 41 out of fucking Mahomes. So ridiculous. That was the biggest difference in this matchup. Ben Roethlisberger putting up a fucking dud. 11 points. Cut bait with Big Ben right now. No Le'Veon Bell. No fucking Juju. Ben, he's going to have better weeks, but Nope. No Big Ben for me. So Weiler, Patrick Mahomes, Austin Eckler, Marlon Mack, Keenan Allen. Your team just went nuts this week. Kenny Golladay got you 13. That's not bad. Kyle Rudolph, between Kyle Rudolph, your tight end, Steven Hauschka, your kicker, and the Falcons defense, they got you 5 points total, and you still put up 168. So fucking retarded. But again, Burns put up 140. Most weeks, 140 gets you a solid win. Not today, though. Again, ran into a buzzsaw. So again, Weiler, we'll see if you can keep it going. Then we have Evan Shearer. Change your name, man. Like, at least try to pretend like you're having fun. Against Hot Chub Time Machine, Lemke. Lemke got the win here, 126-114. Evan, I said it. I didn't like your quarterback situation at all. 6 points out of Jameis. Only 18 out of Derek Carr. Even if you would have started Derek Carr, yeah, you still would have lost. Wait. No, you would have won by a half a point. That sucks. But still, I mean, 18 points out of Derek Carr on your bench. He's your highest scoring quarterback. It's not going to get it done at all. Delvin Cook had a really good week. Godwin and Thielen, like, yeah, so. But again, you're starting 2 fucking tight ends. Tight ends don't score as many points as running backs or receivers. When you're starting 2 tight ends, even though they're really good tight ends, you are still on average not going to get as many points. That's just the way it is. If I were you, Evan, I would probably trade George Kittle or Travis Kelce to somebody who might have really good other players and a lot of picks. I don't know who that might be, but we'll see. And then Lemke, Cam only got you 5. That's not going to happen again. You had Dak Prescott, 47 on your bench. I got to think that you're going to start him next week, but we'll see. McCaffrey went nuts. Chubb, Tyler Lockett, you only put up 126. I only put up 120, but yeah, I feel like your team can do better, and it will do better. So, yeah, want to know for you, Lemke. And then we have Harbaugh's Heroes against Mr. Fist. Prusky, Harbaugh's Heroes, got the win over Gar, Mr. Fist here. Still, I mean, 135 is a pretty good week. 94 for Gar. That fucking sucks, man. Leonard Fournette probably had one of the better games. I mean, there's going to be some other weeks where he scores touchdowns, I guess. But, I mean, they went up against the Chiefs defense. It just isn't that good. Still only got 12. Duke Johnson, he had an okay day, especially for his first week. And then Damian Williams did pretty good. But you got Odell and Marvin Jones. Just nobody on your team did anything, anything spectacular. That's kind of how my team was, except for I at least had like Zeke and Amari Cooper. But yeah, and then Prusky, Derrick Henry, and Saquon, and then Evan Ingram. I know I've been trashing Evan Ingram just because of his injury stuff, but put up 25 for you today. So it was enough to get you the win. John Ross on your bench, but didn't matter. Still put up 135, enough to get the victory. So moving on to Yacht against Pump and Munch against Fat Bottom Girlies, Boggs. Boggs got the win, 134-88. Drew Brees had a nice day. Gurley, Gordon, Michael Thomas, D.D. Westbrook. All these guys did pretty good. 16 out of your defense. That's good. Yacht only put up 88 points. 3 out of Kenyon Drake. 4 out of Aaron Jones. 4 out of Diggs. 5 out of Funchess. And Funchess is on the IR. 13 out of Metcalf. And then 31 from your defense. If you didn't get 31 points from your defense, you're looking at scoring like 50-some points. Not good. Yeah, not good at all. Even your bench, like you don't even have. We had Zerline on your bench. Why? Yeah, I guess. Um, so yeah, team's gonna have to step it up next week. We'll see. All right, so went over last week. What happened? Again, it was a crazy week one in the NFL. I'm gonna run through my reaction, my week one overreactions, things that I just think have already happened based off of 1 week in the NFL. First thing, TJ Hawkinson is the greatest tight end of all time. That's it. That is my number one overreaction to week one in the NFL. He looks like a stud. He's going to be a stud. Greatest tight end ever. Next overreaction. Lamar Jackson, he is going to score 40 plus points every single week. Ignore the fact that he was playing against the Dolphins and they couldn't cover shit. They couldn't cover fucking anybody. That team is so bad. So bad. I don't know if I could name more than 5 players on that team. And I know a lot of players. I don't know if I could probably name 5, but probably not 10. Lamar Jackson, that is my other week one overreaction. Lamar Jackson will score 40 plus points every single week. Lock it up. My other one, Joe Mixon and Mike Evans, busts. If you have them on your team, get rid of them. All right, trade them for a tight end or something. I don't know, but there is no going back. Joe Mixon, Mike Evans, busts on the season. They will be lucky to break 500 yards, maybe a couple touchdowns on the whole year. They're done. All right, get rid of them. My next overreaction. The Patriots will win the Super Bowl. This one's actually fucking true. They look so good, and now they're getting Antonio Brown. I feel like Antonio Brown might actually hurt their chance. Like, you got to hope that, like, the middle of the year, so towards the end of the year, like, he just goes crazy, does something fucking weird, and just curses the Patriots. Like, that's the only way to stop this team. That's my next overreaction. The Browns, they suck. Browns suck. Baker Mayfield, done. If you got Odell, jump ship. Jarvis Landry, fuck him. Nick Chubb, cut bait, done. Browns are done. They don't have a defense. They don't have an offense. Baker Mayfield just isn't the guy that we thought he was. Cut bait on the Browns. If you have any Browns players on your team, cut bait right now. Fuck them. They're done. All right. I got 2 more overreactions here. Austin Eckler, he is the next Christian McCaffrey. All right. Coming out of the backfield, he can run the ball. He can catch the ball. What do you have? Fucking 3 touchdowns, some shit like that. Over 100 total yards. Dude is a monster. Melvin Gordon, who? Austin Eckler's the man. The rest of the year, put all your chips into Austin Eckler. All year. And then my last one. My last week one overreaction. Todd Gurley, done. All right, done. He only had 16 carries. However, he didn't have any of the goal line work. Malcolm Brown took that. And that's going to happen for the rest of the year. Todd Gurley is not going to score any of the touchdowns. Todd Gurley is going to continue to get less and less work. If you have Todd Gurley, fucking get rid of him, trade him while his stake is still a little bit high. That is inevitable. So, those are my week one overreactions. That's just what I think. Through week one, I mean, these things are obvious, all right? They're obvious through 1 week of the NFL. All right, so let's roll through. Let's roll through the schedule for next week and who I think is going to be getting W's. We legitimately have really good matchups in week 2. I'm dead serious. The first matchup we have is Ricky 2000 against Weiler. This is going to be legitimately, this is going to be a really, really, really fun matchup to watch. These were the two highest scoring teams in week one. Do I think that they're both going to score as many points? Probably not, but maybe. You never know. I am going to take. Ugh. I'm going to have to take Weiler just based on matchups. I just like his matchups a little bit better. Chris Carson against the Steelers. I don't love that matchup. Mark Ingram against the Cardinals. Cardinals are not the Dolphins. Cardinals are not that great of a team, and they're not the Dolphins. That's how bad the Dolphins are. So I'm going to take Weiler in a really close matchup, though. I'm going to take Weiler. Next matchup is Cheeseheads with Attitude against Hot Chub Time Machine. I'm going to take Lemke, Hot Chub Time Machine. I don't know if I love his matchups, but still, I gotta go. Like the chances that Deshaun Jackson does what he did again, not very high. Deshaun Jackson's very boomer bust. Larry Fitzgerald, they're not going against the Lions. They're going against the fucking Ravens. Fuck that. Yes, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lemke. The next matchup we got is Evan against Burns. Wow, every single one of Evan's matchups, besides his kicker and his defense, are all away. That's crazy, and all against good defenses. So I'm going to take Burns here. Like Jameis Winston against the Panthers. Nope. Dalvin Cook against the Packers. David Montgomery. I don't know if you're actually starting David Montgomery. We'll see. But then, Chris Godwin against the Panthers. Adam Thielen against the Packers. And then, of course, you're starting two tight ends. So I'm going to take Burns. And then we have me against Harbaugh's Heroes. Here's a fucking matchup to watch. Prusky is number 1 in the conference. I'm number 3, just based off points. I am going to speak this victory into existence. I am going to win this week. I don't know if I don't love either of our matchups, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to take me. I'm going to take me in a close one, but I'm going to take me. And then we have the Greasers against Boggs. Do it again. These are really good matchups. Greasers have more home games. I think, this is close. I think I'm going to go Greasers, though. Well, no, because he doesn't have Tyreek Hill. Fuck. But, Darius Geis probably isn't playing either. Yeah, I'm going to go Greasers. In another close one, though, I don't know. That's a tough call. If the Greasers lose, they're going to start 0-2. Now, their schedule is going to get a little easier. But, to lose back-to-back to me and Boggs, that's a tough start. That's a really tough start. And then you're going to have to play us again later on in the year. So that's, it's a hole that you're going to have to climb out of if you lose, but we'll see. So that's who I'm going to take in that one. And then, matchup of the week, Yacht Pumpin' Mudge against Mr. Fist Gar. Matchup of the week here. These are like annual bottom dwellers. Sorry, man, it calls it like I sees it. But really fun matchup to watch week in and week out. Like somebody's going to end up 1-1. And if Greasers lose, then you're going to have a tie record with the Greasers. So I am going to take... Fuck. I'm going to take Mr. Fist in this one. I'm going to take Mr. Fist. I think he's got the better quarterback. He's got the better running backs. And I think he's got the best receiver, Odell. Yeah. So I'm going to take Mr. Fist. Gar, you're going to go 1-1 this week. So proud of you. So that's it. That's it for this video. Yeah. Again, really fun week 1. Looking forward to week 2. A lot of fun matchups. Yeah. Good luck to everybody.